Kevin, Vevo are one of the most ubiquitous OTT apps, and yet your audience is the typical millennial audience who we tend to associate with viewing on other devices. To what extent is the OTT side of your business growing, and how much of your business does it make up?
Yeah, OTT is a big part of our growth story right now. We're cross-platform as always. Mobile is the majority of where we see viewership. But OTT currently is 10% and growing, and it's almost representative to the shrinkage or the trade-off in desktop. So we're seeing less and less desktop and more OTT.
And how are you monetizing that? How are you bringing the OTT side of your business together?
Yeah, so it's all ad supported. We pay very careful attention to the ad load on OTT because the user experience is a much longer term session and a more engaged user. So right now it can be anywhere to an ad for every 7 videos or so. But we look at all of that video and we do sell it both directly and programmatically on the advertising side, and we layer in a fair amount of data when we're looking at that targetability.
And when it comes to ad tech, who are you guys working with? What are you using?
Yeah, we just made the transition to DFP. We made it for a number of reasons. We were able to add viewability through Moat on DFP and have that cross all of our distribution outlets, including YouTube. We also added the ability for layering third-party data, all of the permissioned third-party data that exist inside of the Google ecosystem. And then lastly, you've got direct programmatic capabilities, which help in the US, but even more so outside of the US, where you see larger shares of market in the video world being delivered programmatically. So there's a very high level of demand for that, and we're excited to get that online.
And which of the OTT platforms are the most appealing for a business like yours? Is there a particular platform that's scaling for you more than others, or?
We engineer for all of them. We do see a tremendous amount of uptick for us in the Apple TV platform and Roku. Those two seem to be on the high side of our viewership. We just launched a new home for our Apple TV. So the home screen is a really interesting place that you can go into now, and it's a much more dynamic user experience, wherein you could be watching a video and be cascading through the carousel, and the carousels actually have live video as well, almost a picture-in-picture type of experience. So we're excited about that, and that will proliferate throughout the other platforms as well.
And in terms of, does having an IP delivered content, does that enable you to add new layers of interactivity to innovate on that side, on the actual content delivery side?
Yeah, I mean, content delivery and ad delivery to me, I think both require innovation. The content delivery, I think we're doing a fair job of innovating there. A lot of it's about discovery and about recommendation. So we are focused all the time on what your user patterns have been. We're trying to surface new content to you, or content that we think would engage you for longer periods of time. And then on the ad side, I think there's a lot of innovation as well, not just in ad load, but in the actual interaction of the ads themselves. And it's a place where we'd like to experiment not only on our owned and operated properties, but also on the distribution platforms that we have, including YouTube. And we're going to try to work with them to get to that point.
And with music and those youthful audiences, is there a social dimension to the OTT side?
There is. We just launched this year, actually, Watch Party, which is a truly social co-viewing experience where you have the ability to interact with your friends, watch, in real time, and then actually vote up, your next song in the queue, your next video in the queue. So it's been a really neat experiment. It's been really obviously popular with the millennial set, and we're continuing to watch that grow, and we're starting to promote it more and more. You're going to see from Vevo, I think, not just on our owned and operated properties, but across the YouTube platform, where we'll be advertising more about not just our existence, the Vevo brand, but the functions and the different products that are in our owned and operated as well as on the YouTube platform.